tell you, I'm having one hell of a morning this morning, aren't I? It's 8:39 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. It's still the 29th of June, 2023. Then we were trying to see Rosewood, California. Morning artist in recovery. Hey, well, Daryl. What's going on, dude? Caught your video. Nobody likes DeSantis, but everyone's trying to figure that bleepazoid out in the first place. And to make a comment concerning about your morning video, not about DeSantis. We all know that he's a bleepazoid anyway. He is not going to be president, but then again, we said that about the orange gas bag. Look what the hell happened there. Regarding the military, depending on what Congress we get, if we happen to get a split Congress again, we're going to have no decisions made. Militarily wise, yeah, he can make it, but he's going to be unofficially declaring war without Congress's approval on this one. Congress has to declare war on another country. That's what's part of the Constitution. But if we're talking about drug interactions, he really can't go up to their 3 to 5 mile border, international border there, and say this is the United States territory and you're not going to be crossing it because we say so. We all know that DeSantis is crazy and trying to get his right-wingers going. Miss, come here. Come here. Come here. Word woman. We all know that when he's saying he's trying to get people to vote for him, and they're all seeing his actions taking place in the state of Florida. I don't think the people in Florida realize what kind of an asshole they voted in. You got suckered and conned for a guy who's determined to make an authoritative state from his own damn ego, much like the orange gas bag had. We're going to continue this little video as soon as I take her out. We're going to talk, dude. Sorry about that. That handful that you saw was my mama's. 18 years. Not bad for an old broad. She's still got some moves. And she was falling in pieces. But still love her anyway. I'm not going to get rid of her just yet. We were talking about the sanctimonious woman. And certain aspects that you were talking about that made me realize you really did forget about history. Back in the 80s, I was a teenager around that time. Well, I was around that. And I remember that we actually had actor Ronald Reagan coming into office during that time. And he had started the DARE program. Basically telling people, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. Going over to damn schools and places left and right. But seminars coming from law enforcement just saying, just say no, don't use drugs. Used to be a DARE pin out there that was given, much of them was given to the cops. And those damn pins were all over the damn place, and I wish I could have bought one of those damn things. I still wish I had them. And if I could, I'd buy them now. Well, the problem is, I don't have the money for them. Well, actually, I do have the money. I'm going to order them. Took me a few weeks to that one. One second. Yeah. Sorry about that. I saw some stuff on eBay I was purchasing. Maybe a little after July 4th, but that's alright. What I was looking for was the DARE program. Actually. Now these things were given out for my law. Every law enforcement officer who was wearing those pins had them out for display and also to be given out. If someone asked for them, the officer or the official would give it out right off of his lapel and give it to the person. This was a advertisement for the program. There was an acronym on this one: Drug Abuse Resistant Education. This particular program was out in the 80s. Chief Darrell Gates was administering it, and Mayor Tom Bradley, God rest his soul, was head honcho on the program, sponsoring it out here, at least for Los Angeles area. I kept seeing some of the officers walking around and saw them with the pins. My brother actually came across a few officers and got a couple of pins themselves. Somehow in the process, throughout the years, we lost our pins. They're still floating around there somewhere or another because I bought a few on eBay. Let's see. It's got glasses something. I sure as hell didn't want to sneeze in your face, now did I? These would be a visual deterrent for people to say, I am not going to do drugs. This was Reagan's way of trying to stop the drug trade, besides doing what he did with the ganja. Ollie North had to take a fall on that damn program. Save his boss. Ollie North was a criminal. And he was part of the drug trading, arms for drugs situation going on in the country. To stem the war in drugs, we had to supply weaponry to contra rebels against Congress and against whatever laws we had going on during that time, but we had to do it off the books. Apparently it was found out. North was made the scapegoat. They had a trial on this guy, a public hearing, crucifying this guy in Congress. He was stripped of everything. He was discharged, not dishonorably. So I don't think so. He was a Marine at one time. And he went to they have a lot of history on this guy. Well, I was trying to find out, let me see. Basically, he was walked out of the Marines, a free discharged guy, without any congressional issues happening on him. He was supposed to have been sentenced. He was, he had a trial in '89. I was watching it on television. I think he was already discharged out of the Marines, but he's still part of the national security staff. He was sentenced by a district judge to a 3-year suspended prison term, 2 years probation, a lot of money fines, and 1,200 hours community service. And with the American Civil Liberties Union, the convictions were vacated. Appeals course found out that the witnesses in his trial may have been in prison affected by his nice congressional testimony. There was a court of appeals done on this poor guy, and everything was dismissed on him. So he basically went into politics. Got out of the Marine Corps. Actually, he didn't get discharged from the military. He retired. The guy retired from the Marines back in 87 or 88, somewhere in that area. But in those times, he was still in the craft during that time, which I call it. The Iran-Contra affair. There's a long story on this one here, Art. A long story about this one. And they got the history on this thing on Wikipedia. Sometimes the information is accurate enough. So if you want to research Ollie North and his situation concerning about it, how does this deal with well, that has everything to deal with it in the first place. It wasn't a political situation. We were still trying to get rid of the damn drugs. In order to do that, we had to make some sneaky-ass deals with some people that we didn't want to do. And that we had no legal rights to do so, but we did it in the first place. We got caught and put ourselves on the trial. Meanwhile, the program goes south. Still didn't do a damn shit. Millions of dollars advertised to left and right, talking to people, promoting up commercials, celebrities, and God knows what else, and we still couldn't stem the war on drugs. We had a czar of drugs. We had a drug czar. Not a drug czar back in the 80s. Trying to stop this shit, and this was during the time when we actually had Ronald Reagan doing 8 years of this stuff. And we still couldn't stop the damn drugs coming in. Yeah, they're pervasive. And there will be people experimenting with this damn stuff until they get really hooked and then they're screwed. We all know that it only takes one hit or one drink and you're done. I took a drink. I was done. I was triggered. I mean, that's not the damn taste of the damn shit, but it's still my genome right there. Yeah. I was done already. Suffice it to say that I came damn close of never coming back. And I'm not talking about just a white brain situation. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is a situation where I'm going to be doing a dastardly deed, major, and either coming back as a body bag or 5150 or at least, or in between, wearing an orange jumpsuit. It was not for the help of intervention at this point over here. My brother trying to get me between me and the damn drink at this point. I wouldn't be here. And I am forever grateful for my brother saving my ass. And I know it was a higher power greater than him who was trying to save my ass. Long story on this one that when I tried to post it on YouTube and Facebook, the information was so graphic that YouTube and Google were like, and so was Facebook. Suffice it to say, I went beyond the edge. And I had to have a fishing line haul my ass out. Next thing I know, I got thrown into the chairs of the AA and actually been official. I don't talk about it much in public. But I came damn close to losing my life, my sanity, and everything else for that money. I know we're supposed to be dead honest, but sometimes we have to be anonymous with some of the information. But we're also supposed to be cash office, cash register open, but only to the people that we can trust. Some people are feeling comfortable enough to tell them about got their alcoholic problems, and others, they still keep it inside. That being said, dealing with the drugs, I'd seen how it took my brother out and damn near destroyed him. And if the gun did go off, he wouldn't been to save my ass. So he had a purpose in life. He had many purposes in life. One of which was just being alive. God wanted him alive and kicking. He's alive and he was kicking my ass. My brother. My big brother. DeSantis and his mouth will continue to go off and the people will still listen to them because they don't want to do anything else. We've got things happening around them that the conservatives are taking liberties left and right. And yeah, there are corporate Democrats out there who want things to be done, but they also want it done at a profit, one way or another. So yes, if we actually understand the basic principles of Aristotle, and you can also Google this stuff out there. There are the politics. Now I understand there's a cheat sheet out there, a 4-page PDF cheat sheet out there. If I can find it, maybe I can attach it to the post-it. Just deal with that one. I tried to put it on the PDF, but there's a lot of stuff out there for it. Holy crap, I didn't realize. All I wanted to do is just get the PDF download. But yeah, Aristotle will tell you a lot about politics. And it's incredible. Anyway, I'm wasting too much time on this one.